Barron Trump Biography, His Luxurious Lifestyle and His Shocking Net Worth. Barron William Trump, born on March 20, 2006, in New York City, is the youngest son of Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, and Melania Trump, a former model from Slovenia. As the couple's only child together, Barron has grown up in the public eye, but his parents have made considerable efforts to keep his life private, allowing him to enjoy a relatively normal childhood despite his prominent family background. Barron's early years were spent in Trump Tower in New York City, where he had a floor dedicated to his own personal use. His family's wealth and fame provided Barron with a lifestyle that most children can only dream of. His mother, Melania, has always been described as a protective figure in his life, closely involved in his upbringing, and ensuring that his education and personal development were prioritized. Growing up in a lavish and high-profile environment, Barron was exposed to the realities of life in the public eye from a young age, but he has been kept largely out of the media spotlight compared to other members of the Trump family. Barron's name itself is symbolic, as it reflects a sense of royalty and legacy, fitting for the son of one of the most influential figures in modern American politics. However, despite his prestigious lineage, Barron has been raised to value education, humility, and the importance of maintaining privacy in a world that constantly demands attention. Barron Trump is estimated to have a net worth between $60 million and $80 million, primarily derived from family assets and trusts. That being said, let's roll. Barron Trump education and early years. Barron attended the prestigious Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School in New York City for his early education. This school, known for its rigorous academic curriculum and prestigious reputation, helped shape Barron's early years. He was described as an excellent student who excelled academically and took an interest in various activities outside of schoolwork. From an early age, Barron was raised with a strong sense of discipline, both in terms of his studies and personal life. His parents worked hard to provide him with every opportunity to succeed, while also giving him the tools to navigate life in the public spotlight. Although Barron grew up in a high-profile environment, he was not thrust into the limelight as much as other children of prominent political figures. His mother, Melania Trump, has been very protective of him, emphasizing the importance of a normal childhood. She has worked to keep him away from the constant media scrutiny that has followed the rest of the Trump family for years. As a result, Barron's life, in many ways, has been a blend of privilege and privacy. Moving to the White House, a new chapter in Barron's life. In January 2017, when Barron's father Donald Trump assumed the presidency, Barron and his mother, Melania, moved to the White House. This marked a new chapter in Barron's life, as he transitioned from the urban landscape of New York City to the more formal, political environment of Washington, D.C. However, Barron's adjustment to life in the White House was not immediate. Initially, Barron and his mother remained in New York City so that Barron could complete his school year. This decision was made with the goal of minimizing disruption in Barron's life and ensuring that he had a stable and consistent education during this significant life change. In the fall of 2017, Barron finally moved to the White House with his mother. This transition was a significant one, as Barron was now living in one of the most famous and historically significant buildings in the world. At this point, Barron began attending a St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Potomac, Maryland, which is an elite preparatory school known for its emphasis on academic excellence, extracurricular activities, and a balanced approach to education. It was here that Barron spent his teenage years, continuing his academic journey in the midst of his father's presidency. Throughout his time in the White House, Barron made several public appearances, including attending official events and ceremonies. He accompanied his father and mother on various public outings and participated in family-related events such as Easter egg rolls and official gatherings. However, compared to his siblings and other children of political figures, Barron's public exposure remained minimal. His parents, particularly Melania, have consistently tried to shield him from the intense media scrutiny that has surrounded other members of the Trump family. A normal childhood, Melania's role as a protective mother. Despite being thrust into the public eye due to his father's political career, Barron's mother, Melania, has taken significant steps to protect his privacy. Melania has often expressed her desire to give Barron a normal childhood and to shield him from the public attention that can often accompany the children of political figures. Her protective nature has played a major role in keeping Barron out of the media spotlight for much of his young life. Melania has been vocal about how she wants Barron to grow up without the pressures of fame and public attention. She has also emphasized the importance of education and discipline, stressing the value of a strong academic foundation. Throughout Donald Trump's presidency, Barron remained largely out of the political spotlight, with his public appearances being limited to family events and select outings. For instance, Barron rarely attended campaign rallies or political events that would place him at the forefront of his father's political agenda. One of the most significant gestures of privacy for Barron occurred when the Trump family chose to keep him out of the public eye during the early months of his father's presidency. Melania made the decision to allow Barron to finish his school year in New York City before permanently relocating to the White House. This allowed Barron to complete his schooling in a familiar environment, minimizing the disruption that his father's political role might have caused. Post-presidential life and college decision. In January 2021, after Donald Trump's term as president concluded, the Trump family moved from Washington, D.C., to their Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida. Barron's move to Florida marked another shift in his life, as he now had the freedom to continue his education away from the intense political environment of Washington, D.C. Barron continued his studies at Oxbridge Academy in West Palm Beach, Florida, a private school known for its rigorous academic program. As Barron entered his teenage years, his education remained a priority for his parents, particularly Melania. She has consistently expressed her commitment to ensuring that Barron receives the best education possible, regardless of his family's fame. Barron's experience at Oxbridge Academy has allowed him to remain relatively out of the media spotlight, and he continues to focus on his education and personal development. In September 2024, Barron made a significant decision regarding his future. He began attending New York University's prestigious Stern School of Business. This marked a new chapter in his educational journey, as he moved to New York City to pursue his college studies. His mother, Melania, has been highly involved in Barron's college decision-making process, ensuring that he is able to pursue his academic interests while maintaining his privacy and personal growth. At NYU, Barron is following in the footsteps of many young adults who seek a higher education in one of the world's most vibrant and diverse cities. Conclusion: a bright future ahead. Barron Trump's journey from the son of a real estate mogul to the youngest child of a U.S. president has been a fascinating one. Despite the intense media attention that surrounds his family, Barron has managed to maintain a relatively low profile, with his parents, especially his mother, working tirelessly to protect his privacy. As he continues his education at NYU and grows into adulthood, it will be interesting to see how Barron navigates his future and the public's expectations of him. Barron's story is one of resilience and careful navigation of the complexities of fame, privacy, and education. His future holds great potential, and as he continues to grow and make decisions about his life, it is clear that he will remain an important part of the Trump family's legacy, even if he chooses to live a life away from the public eye. As the youngest Trump, Barron is in a unique position to shape his own path while also staying connected to the legacy of his family. Whether or not he steps into the spotlight or chooses to pursue a more private life, Barron Trump's story is one that will continue to capture the public's attention for years to come. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to our channel for such interesting content. See you in our next video.